I think first and foremost it was a story about trust, and this is a man who people invested not only their finances in but their future, and he decided to play around with those things and gamble with those things, and people were devastated by those decisions. From my perspective, it's clear that there's a tragedy in terms of all of the pain and the destruction that a man like this particular gentleman has caused people, but not only that, it's affected his own family, and he's essentially destroyed his own family with it. And I think that's the bulk of the story we're telling, is that it's not as simple as the finances are gone, as tragic as that is, but literally his own family has been wrapped into this mess and are being destroyed. We were discussing before about not only the size of that tragedy is indescribable, but how it affected his own family. And in this particular case, that's the story that we're telling. The fact that as a result of those decisions, his own family is destroyed. And we're doing the final scene of the episode right now, in which I'm standing there with his wife, who to some degree has survived. Either he's passed away, his son is going to jail, and she's there alone attempting to start her life over. But she's beat up, and so those decisions are destructive.
You didn't like working at the mall, did you?
Excuse me?
I guess hawking your hubby's jet was a lot easier than hawking cookies.
What are you talking about? So you found out?
We did. We found out that you hired Tony Connor to take the jet.
I thought I could sell it and the money could help me and my son and pay back some of the people that my husband
Mrs. Burgess, is you don't own the jet. Howard never paid it off.
He told me he paid cash up front.
That was a lie. He was hiding it from its rightful owner. And by the way, he showed up this afternoon to collect.
We did 2 scenes earlier, one of which was with his wife, and we revealed to her that, in fact, she doesn't even have the whole story, and she's been operating in the darkness, and he had misled her, and so on. And her situation becomes more and more tragic.
We're interviewing, or in this case, kind of interrogating the wife of the victim, and we're giving her some information that she's not aware of. And some of that information is basically what we're talking about is she thought her husband was a lot better off, and we're letting her know that he wasn't well off at all. And so this is new information to her, and we're giving it to her for the first time, and it just basically devastates her. You know, our writers come up with some great ideas, and a lot of the ideas come from the real world, like Bernie Madoff, and you know, I think it's appropriate. I mean, you know, if you look on the internet and newspapers all the time, you see bizarre stories that happen every day, you know, and I don't know, we're now in our 8th season, I don't know how our writers come up with everything, but they use, you know, real life stories to do it. So, and it's a great episode too.
We've been pretty successful at being current with our episodes. And as I say, this is a strange time because, as you know, we're all a certain amount of concern about the future and the economy and so on. And for people to be wiped out overnight, I think that people will identify with that terror.